Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. Let's do a get ready with me, 10 minutes or less. Let's go. That's right, it is 7 a.m. in the morning. I have to leave the house by 7:45, so we are moving fast. I normally am running at this speed because I don't like to get up extra early, okay? I like my sleep, I'm just saying. Alright, before my foundation, I am going in with an illuminator because it gives me a nice base, a nice glowy base. I normally only do this during the summertime because I really like my makeup more matte during the wintertime. But since it's summer, we like to be glowy, dewy, and we cute, okay? Now, there are many different ways I do my brows, but this is the quickest way. I use a brow pencil first, and I go ahead and shape the shape of my eyebrows out. I have thinned them out, so they are a little bit thinner than you're used to seeing, but it's summertime, so we going thin, baby, because who wants bushy brows? Not me. Okay, okay. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and shape out the shape of my brow. We're not going to take that pencil all the way forward. We're going to spoolie the front of the brow to give it a more gradient. Like, look at that pimple, y'all. That's so disrespectful. It's wrong. Wrong place, wrong time. Just go away. Ugh. I couldn't find my other brow powder in time, so I am using this one from Ioni. It is from the Dollar Tree. It works just the same. Okay, does the same thing. But we're gonna go ahead and set that brow pencil. I usually just use it on my tail because it helps with that gradient effect. You don't want your brows to look like a box. We don't need any Nike check marks. So I go ahead and put that on the tail, and then we're gonna come in with the concealer and we're gonna shape it out. Here I am just showing y'all that I use a very small brush to go ahead and get the arch of my eyebrows together, just shape my eyebrows out all around. I use a very small brush because it gives me better control and it helps blending better than using an actual like wide fatter brush. I find it easier if you go ahead and start creating the shape of your brow by doing it underneath. You can do it on top first, but I find it's a little bit confusing and it's hard to figure out where your arch actually is in the brow, and that's how you end up making a mismatched brow where your arch is one place and then the top of the brow is going down a different way. It just looks crazy. So just go underneath first. It just helps you create your plan a little bit better for your brow. There you see me just moving that concealer a little bit into the front of my brow because again I don't want that box shape. I want a gradient, and I kind of went a little bit overboard, almost made it a little boxy, so that's just fixing that right there. Again, we're moving fast because your girl gotta get to the clock. I'm just saying, we gotta move. Okay, like y'all see that white stuff on my ear? It is bug cream because look, I live in the South and some of these bugs are a little slow. Okay, like I got bit on the elbow and then bit on my ear. Like what the hell, bro? Like my arm, my thigh, my leg, all this juicy meat, you gonna go for my ear and my elbow? Like come on. Haha, y'all saw that? Even players mess up, but it's okay. We'll fix it. For those that follow me and those that subscribe to my channel, you know that I wear glasses in real life. So this side is harder for me to see than the other side. So sometimes I do mess up. All that means is we're going to start the steps all over again. I'm going to go in with the pencil first, then I'm going to go ahead with the brow powder on top of that. And that's how we fix that. Boom, bam, boom. All right. I have dark eyelids, so I go ahead with some concealer before I follow it up with my foundation on top because it just brightens my eyes up and it looks like I actually got 8 hours of sleep, which I haven't in like the last 8 years. But we're gonna fake it till we make it. I knew this song was coming. Blend, 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 blend that ish. Blend that ish. So get this, y'all. Like when I started doing makeup, I used to get up at like 5:45 in the morning. Then I would shower, do my skin routine and everything, and then I would start my makeup to leave the house by 7:45. So that lets you know right there, progress is made. Practice makes perfect. If you're anything like me and you wear eyelashes a lot, or you just have like wrinkly eyes, make sure you're taking your time blending everything down to your lash line. As you see there, I'm going in my inner corners. I'm just really taking my time because I don't need any creases. I ain't got the time. Okay, I'm already tired enough. So we're just blend, 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 blend. Here we're going in there with that clear eyelash glue, and we are just going to go ahead and set those brows. Again, I focus on my tail more because that's where the most of the product is, and I'm just trying to lock it in so when we start dripping and sweating when we work on horror girl, our eyebrows ain't gonna run down our face. That's not cute. Haha, I thought I was recording, but I was not recording. So all I did was put on my foundation. It is a skin tint. It is not a full coverage foundation. It just basically evens out my skin tone. I did put that on first, and then I'm going in with my concealer. This concealer under your eyes, it's mimicking the highlights of your face, so you want it to be as even as possible. That's what you see me there, trying to make it as even as possible, even though I am, yes, still halfway asleep, but we gonna be cute, babe, because every day is an event. Every day is an event, okay? I'm gonna shape my nose just a little bit. We're not gonna do a celebrity sculpt, but we are just gonna thin it out just a little bit by running concealer right down the center of my of, of my nose. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but down the center of my nose, and then I'm gonna go ahead with my contour. This contour is another skin tint, and it's just one darker than my skin tone. It's technically a foundation, but if you know me, you know I say it blends better when you use foundation as your contour. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna put it in all my shadow spots. That includes my cheeks, my forehead, and my nose. And then we're gonna spray setting spray on top of that. Give it about 5 minutes to set. I'm just lying because I'm running late. Normally I give it 5 minutes to set. We're gonna get about 2 seconds to set, and then I'm gonna go in there with my putty blush. I use my putty blush after the setting spray because if I spray it first, it doesn't move as well, and I don't like that. I like being able to control it. So then we're gonna go ahead and just blend this all together, baby. Here I am showing you, I am still using a small beauty blender, but the pointed side of that beauty blender to go ahead and blend underneath my eyes. It helps me, again, control that product a little bit better. It helps me get in those corners, those deep spots. You can flip this beauty blender around and it helps you just get the perfect point you need. Then I go ahead into that blush and blend, and then I have another beauty blender that I use for the contour. So technically I use like 3 beauty blenders to blend in the makeup for my face. It's just easier this way. I could use one, but I just don't like it. I can't control it enough. I can't get in the corner, so I've accepted that I'm gonna use 3, and it is what it is. We're moving a little fast, but y'all, but you see I'm still blending though. Blend, 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 blend that ish. Don't be afraid to use products for reasons other than they were initially intended. I use a body blender that's actually used for tanning, I believe, to use as foundation blender. I use it to blend my foundation on my face. It's bigger, so I'm able to hold it better, and I just can move and maneuver with it better. So we're going to use that for what I say I'm going to use it for because I bought it. Blending. We are still blending. I'm blending. I'm taking my time. This is probably what I'm going to take the most time of this whole look is blending. As you see when I get close, I need everything to blend seamlessly. I don't want any harsh lines. I want this to look like shadows and gradients on my face. I don't want it to look like I drew on my face because why would I want that? Right, right. Another tip, I do not do my makeup in the clothes I am going to wear for the day. You never know what could happen. A product could bust open. You could sneeze and drop something. You could have some fallout that doesn't come out. No need to ruin an outfit. I normally wear my around the house clothes or my pajamas to do my makeup, and then I go ahead and get dressed afterwards because then my shirts are clean, especially if I'm wearing white. Like, just why give yourself that hassle when you don't have to? Blending is super important, especially when sculpting your nose. You see I am turning to the side. I am making sure I don't have a weird transition on the side of my nose and you looking really good, from the front, and then you turn to your, what's it called, profile, and then you have like this weird shadowy dirt looking thing on the inner corner of your nose, or eye, and the side of your nose, because no, just blend. And y'all see I'm doing that back and forth motion on the highlight of my nose. It helps just blend that contour on the side evenly with the highlight on my nose. Now the powder is going to do the main job, is going to be the highlight of the job, so we're just going to go in with our pressed powders and we're going to lock all this love in, baby. Now, normally in my glam looks, or if you've seen my shorts, you see that I use loose baking powder for underneath my eyes and my highlights. But this is just the faster way of going ahead and setting underneath your eyes. It's just pressed powder. It does the same thing. It's just less messy and less time consuming. So I go in with the pressed powder and go ahead and just set my face. Well, the highlights of my face. Then we're going to go in with our contour powder. I start from my ear and blend it down towards my cheek, and then I blend it up to my forehead, all in the same swoop. I do not put any more product on that brush. We're just going to blend that out because I do use I use a contour powder, I should say, darker than my skin tone. So if I am not careful, I will look like I just have dirt all over my face, like I've said. So you just don't want to, you just want to take your time. Like I always tell y'all, take your time, but rush in my case. Be slow but fast. Blend, 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 blend. Yeah, see, I went up a little bit too high, so we're going to take that pressed powder and we're going to blend it back down, and it just creates that gradient from that contour from under my eyes. Now we're going to go in with the powder that matches my skin tone, and we're just going to set everywhere we did not put a highlight or a contour, so everything in between, baby. And it's also going to close up that gap in my forehead from those two colors to make it 3, to make it a beautiful gradient, and not have me a 5 head. Now I have a 3.5 head. Thank you very much. Y'all hear my background? The birds is chirping. Here I'm just making sure everything is blended together and blended seamlessly. I will fix my hair, don't worry about that. Focus on the makeup. Thank you very much. All right, so we're just blending everything and making sure everything is as seamless as I can be, as I said. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sculpt that nose. Like I said, the powder does the main job. We're gonna go ahead with that pressed powder again. We're gonna blend it down because I don't want it to look crazy when I turn to the side. So we're just gonna blend it down and blend it around, baby. We're just gonna blend it. This category is called blending. Thank you. I am taking that powder all the way up to the beginning of my front brow bone, just because it sculpts like I just said. Look, it sculpts it down, baby. Then I'm gonna go in with that what's it called? Oh, the pressed powder that I used to highlight with. We're gonna go ahead and blend it into the sides. Again, we're creating a gradient so nothing is too harsh and nothing looks a little too dirty. All right, baby. You know the drill. We all got this. We're gonna go in with that illuminating powder. I almost put the contour powder, and I would have been mad, y'all. I probably would have called in. I would have nobody did it for me that day. I would have took it as a sign. All right. And now we're done with that part, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and set everything, and then I'm gonna come in with my blush after I set, just because it helps the blush pop better when you use it after your setting spray. I'm gonna mix two together, as y'all see me go boop 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 boop, and then we're gonna blend it. Y'all see how bold that is? Y'all see that? Oh, child. Oh, baby, it just pulls in all that camera. Haha, y'all see my big beauty blender. I told y'all I use one that's for the body, baby. But you see how easy I'm able to control that? You see how easy that blendy? Okay, period. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. If y'all, that was the funniest smile ever. But if y'all don't know where your blush goes, it goes right there on your cheeks when you smile. That is the perfect spot for your blush. That's actually where your cheeks are fluffed and perky and pinchable. So that's where you want to put your blush, because that's where it belongs. Yeah. What you say we gonna do next, blend? Blend, baby. Blend. Telling you, I get a workout every day before work. Get a little tidbit of cardio. Then we gonna go in with lashes. Y'all have seen me put lashes on a million times, so y'all are just gonna see me one more time struggling to put them on because I could not find my eyelash tool and I was running late, so I was struggling a little bit, but we still got the job done. Still got the job done. Yes. I'm just going to make sure that they are even. Then I'm going to come in with my favorite lip combo. Y'all know I do dark on the outside, light on the inside. I love this 90 combo. If you don't, that's your business, but it look good on me, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Okay? Love y'all. Okay, I keep telling y'all stop sleeping on samples. This is a sample lip gloss, and it is just enough. I don't need any more. It works perfect for me, and it was free. All right, y'all, this is the finished look. Simple attire. Like I said, I'm going to work, but this is what I look like on a normal basis. Normal. Anywho, but you guys, you know, you can get your own routine, and the more you get used to doing your own face, you'll take a little longer sometimes it'll take a little shorter, but the more you do it, the faster you get, the better you get. So practice makes perfect. But make sure you like, subscribe. See you next time.